Hey guys, Lauren here. Welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be a little bit of a follow-up video from the one that I recorded, I believe last week, Thursday, that I posted. If you guys didn't watch it, it was kind of a mini Ulta haul. I had found this amazing 21 Days of Beauty product, and I also bought 4 NYX products, and since I bought everything, I have been infatuated with one of the products, and I'm talking about the NYX Wonder Pencil. So it's this great little pencil. I actually purchased it in the shade Light. There were, I believe, 3 shades total at the Ulta I went to. If you didn't watch the video, again, I basically told you guys what it does. So it's a concealer, an eye brightener, and a reverse lip liner all in one. So I have tried it as the eye brightener. I have it in right now actually, and I'm kind of obsessed with it. It's super long lasting. I did touch it up towards the end of the day because I did notice it was starting to fade a little bit. But I can go a good 8 hours and this product will still be in my waterline. So long lasting that way, yes, total hit. Concealer, I did try it a little bit. I haven't tried it enough to fully say that it is a hit, but I'm about like 75% sure that it will be a good spot treatment concealer. I wouldn't use it like under the eyes or anything, but definitely going in and like dotting specific spots, it definitely is worth it. It's really easy to blend out. I mean, I could draw it on my hand and just like blend it out really easily. So it's totally worth it for that aspect. But the one thing that I have been dying to try and I haven't had a chance yet is as the reverse lip liner part of it. I'm really curious because it is such a light color. I don't know if it's going to affect my lipstick, but we are going to find out together. I am using the Jeffree Star Velour liquid lipstick, and this baby is in the shade Unicorn Blood. It is my favorite shade. Forever and always will be my favorite shade. It's just gorgeous. You guys will see it. If you haven't seen it, you will see it. So I already started by prepping my lips, which is the biggest thing, especially with a dark lip. I used the lip strip. I dropped it. But I used the Lip Strip Smoothing Sugar Scrub, and this is by Gellar. Basically, if you don't have a sugar scrub, good at-home fix is take some sugar and some oil, preferably olive oil because it's moisturizing. Do 1 part olive oil to 2 parts sugar. If you find it's too liquidy still, add more sugar until it's the consistency you like it, and you basically then make your own sugar scrub. I've done it before. I've done it a lot of times. I did finally buy one specifically for lips just to try it, and I love this one. This is the only one I've ever bought, so I'm definitely a fan of it. You also need to remember these guys, Chapstick. You don't have to buy the EOS. I'm not saying buy the EOS, but I have a chapstick in every single room. I have one in my living room, I have one in my bathroom, my bedroom, I'm sure there's one in my den, and I have one in my purse, at work. I mean, I have so much chapstick, I don't know what to do with it half the time, but moisturize after you do the lip scrub if you feel like you need it, if you feel like, especially if you do the at-home treatment. I found when I was doing that, I wouldn't necessarily need to apply moisturizer because the oil was doing enough. But if it didn't, definitely moisturize. Definitely key. I said definitely a lot. Wow. Another thing just to throw out there before we really get into this is if you guys want to use a primer, I have the Ulta Lip Primer, and it's just like a lipstick and you can put it on. I'm not going to for this case only because I want to see how the pencil goes on without it and just bare lips. It is something I would probably try because I have used it a lot before, and this works great actually under a liquid lipstick because it helps keep some of the moisture, so that way my lipstick doesn't dry out my lips too quickly. So prep, moisturize, and now let's try this. So I'm gonna treat this just like it was a regular lip liner, and we are just gonna kind of see how it goes. So I have a mirror right next to me, so I'm looking over here, so bear with me. So initially, right on the edges of my lips, it goes on really well. It goes on super smooth. And it's not as bad as I thought it was gonna be. So I can blend it out on the inside with my finger really easily. So far okay. It's a little harder on the top lip, but just because of the shape. So far though, it's smooth, it doesn't feel dry. It feels weird. It feels weird putting this pencil on. And it looks weird. My kitty is making her YouTube appearances too, guys. She's here. She loves you guys. She just wants to say hello. Oh, kitty. So, I feel like I'm putting too much on, but I don't know how much to put on. Because it's not like a traditional lip liner. Normally with lip liner, it's really easy to judge. But so far I'm kind of liking it. It feels kind of like it has the possibility to kind of dry a little bit. This would actually be really good for Halloween. Like if you need like something crazy for your lips for Halloween, this would be a good thing to try, I think. Because you can really build it up. Okay, so now that we have it on, we are going to go ahead and apply our liquid lipstick. This applicator, if you guys have never used the Jeffree Star Velour Liquid Lip, the applicator, I don't know if this is gonna like focus good enough, but it's kind of fuzzy. Oh, it does not want to focus. So anyways, it's kind of fuzzy. It's kind of, I love it because it's like shaped perfectly to cup your lip, but I feel like sometimes I draw outside the line. So if I draw outside the line, my best friend the Q-tip is here. So let's go ahead and see. Not bad. So far, not too bad. I don't feel like it really changed the color. I feel like the lipstick still went on really smooth. And it still looks good. But I can see just around the edges of my lips, I do feel like there is some peeking through a little bit. I know it's really hard to see, especially with filming. It's really hard to see, but I do feel like there is a little bit of patchiness. But just right along the edges of my lips. So, I mean, I would probably do a second coat. I mean, I normally do about 2 coats of this anyways, because I like how it darkens it up too. I'll leave it just 1 coat if I want it a little bit more subtle, even though it's still really dark red. Otherwise, I will go through and do a second coat. And I think that's all this needs. I mean, it still looks really even. It still goes on the way it normally does. I would say dry time, I feel like it's about the same. I feel like after I put it on, this is still kind of where it's at dry wise. You don't really see it peeking through. I would say it's kind of a win. I'm really impressed. I was expecting it to kind of change the color of the lipstick, but it didn't really. If you guys can see, as I get super close. Not that you guys need to be that close to my face. Sorry. 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 But I do really like it. Honestly, it's great. I mean, I'm curious to see how it wears, but the way it dried down on my lips and the way that this is actually dried, I mean, there's a little bit coming off, a small bit, but it's drying down nicely like it normally does without anything underneath it or with any other type of lip liner that I've ever used underneath it. So I'm definitely really impressed. Color looks great. I would say it's actually a hit. So in general, I'm impressed. I'm very, very impressed. This little guy has done me proud. Concealer, great as a spot concealer. Eye brightener, fantastic. I've loved it every time I've used it. Now with the reverse lip liner, I would definitely keep buying the pencil for that purpose. It doesn't change anything, and if I can get kind of multi-use out of it, granted I wouldn't use it on my eyes and then on my lips right after. That's a little unsanitary to me, but I would buy another one and have it be just for my lips and then one just for my eyes. So I'm definitely going to keep buying it. It's really affordable. So if you guys have never tried one, any sort of a pencil that's supposed to be like an eye brightener, I would definitely recommend this one because it's the 3-in-1 use, and it's, I want to say it was $4.50 or $5 at Ulta, which is super affordable. So even if you're just trying it out and see if you like it or not, it's definitely probably the best option out there. I know there are other brands that do really, really well, and I'm sure there are some other drugstore brands that do just as good as the NYX does, but considering you can use this in so many different ways, I would definitely say it's a total hit. I love it. I hope you guys loved it, and I hope you guys liked seeing this video and kind of seeing how it works as a reverse lip liner. I am definitely hooked. For sure. There are other colors that I'm probably going to try buying too. Have some for in the winter, have some that are a little bit darker in the summer for concealer wise maybe. But I definitely say you guys need to go out and buy this. Totally worth the money. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you have any questions about the product at all or how this wears, I'm gonna leave this on for a few hours still. It is relatively early, so I'm gonna eat, I'm gonna relax, I'm gonna see how it wears. If you guys have any questions at all, feel free to leave them in the comments below, and don't forget to click subscribe before you leave. I'll see you guys next time.